Everyone, it's Ginger Walker, and I am so excited to be with Jeremy Gray.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
And we're doing the Ask the Realtor segment at B101.5 on the Jeremy Gray Show.
And we have zucchini bread.
Ooh, can we eat that?
Of course.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, baby. Come on, talk to me now. 7:09. Good morning and happy Friday. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Got Ginger Walker here from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite for the Ask the Realtor segment. You got to get those texts in 899-1015 or 800-685-1015. Topside Federal Credit Union Hotlines. You have questions. She has answers. Good morning, Ginger. How are you?
Good morning, sunshine.
Would you like to help us out with our Friday chant this morning?
Absolutely.
We got to get it going. Friday.
Friday. Friday. Friday.
Friday.
Woo!
Friday.
There's more where that came from. I promise you.
We know.
I mean, we're excited. It's been a weird week.
It has been.
With
Very.
the 4th of July holiday, people are off work, then they're back to work, but
Yeah.
then they're actually off again, but not really, and then sort of, kind of, and then...
Yeah.
It was a
just been
fakakalakad kind of week. That's
Oh,
my
I
word.
like that.
Fakakalakad.
The who?
Yeah.
What do you-
Fakakalakad. That's the word.
I feel like I want to try to say that,
But
but
then
I
you
also...
don't. I feel like neither one of us should try to say it unless we practice it
Right.
a lot off the air.
Yeah.
Because that could go wrong fast.
For now, we'll call it the... whatever you said. That's...
I like it, though.
It sounds fun. We're going to practice that coming up. So get those texts in for Ginger, and we will be right back to get those questions rolling. Let's see here. Where should we go? Should we go to traffic? Yeah, that's what we typically do, right? Nikki's in the SkylineSolarVA.com Time Saver Traffic Center. Good morning. Yep, tell your mama. 7:18. Good morning. We have... What?
You're just making me laugh.
Ginger Walker is here. The lovely, the beautiful, the talented Ginger Walker.
Thank you.
From the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite. It is the Ask the Realtor segment. Get your questions in if you've got them. 899-1015 or 800-685-1015. That would be the Topside Federal Credit Union Hotlines. And Ginger, how in the world is the market? What's going on with it? Fill us in.
You know, I was thinking about that question because I get asked that all the time, and it is a loaded question to answer. It depends. Are you a buyer, a seller, an investor? Are you renting? I mean, it really depends on what side of the buying situation you are on. So for right now, the market, I mean, it's still a seller's leaning market. And when I look at the market, I'm looking in our general area, like Stafford County, Fredericksburg, Spotsy, King George. You know, we're looking at a big Caroline. We're looking at a bigger bubble. So really, it's where are you looking to buy or sell or invest or rent? Because even in this market, there are micro markets. So Embry Mill in Stafford County, for example, is gangbusters right now.
Oh.
Now, if you look at a different micro market, like let's just say Idlewild, right? The sales prices and the way that the market's moving is a little bit different. So it also depends on where exactly you're looking. So to answer the question long-windedly, it depends on what you want to do in the market. Don't look at the big picture on the national news, but look at the micro markets. Overall, we're doing pretty good. It's a seller's leaning market. If homes are priced appropriately for how they show, they are selling. We are still seeing multiple offers. So, you know, you got to be aggressive if you're on the buying side.
Very nice.
So last time you were here, you had mentioned something about inventory.
Yeah.
What's going on with inventory
We
this
have
time?
none. I mean, we need houses
You
to
need
sell.
houses to sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we definitely are seeing a drop in number of transactions overall. You know, we look at this year versus last year and kind of compare. We are down on transactions. We are up in the mean sales price, but we are down in how many transactions we are actually doing. And in part, that's because interest rates are gone up. Right now, we've crested 7%.
Okay.
So, you know, for right now, buyers are a little timid. They're saying, oh my gosh, prices are going up, interest rates are going up. And so they're a little bit timid. And sellers right now are also a little timid too. Even though they can get an amazing price for their house, it's two questions. Where am I going to go? And do I want to give up the low interest rate I might have on the house I'm already in?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's really an interesting time to look at the market. And that's why it's really important to look at which side are you on and what do you want to accomplish.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you need a survey when buying a home?
Nope.
You do not.
No. You need a survey if you want to buy a home and put a fence up. You need a survey if you have no idea where your property lines are and you want to know, like, am I cutting the grass here? Am I maybe encroaching on this property over there? Or are they encroaching on mine? A survey is going to determine those types of things.
Okay.
So if you plan on putting a fence up, like if you've got dogs or young kids or a pool maybe that you're going to put in at some point, then you can do a survey. It gets wrapped in your closing costs and then it's done.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a good time to do it.
Yeah, I like having a survey because you never know if something is on your land. Like, is that
Right.
part of that shed on our land or part of that on our land?
Right.
So then what happens if you find out if something is on your
your
property?
property?
Is there like an easement or something that happens with that?
It actually just happened. I just sold a house to a buyer here in downtown Fredericksburg, and the next door neighbor was encroaching on her property in two places.
Ooh.
One was the air conditioning unit, the AC unit on the
no.
outside was actually on her property. Most of it was on her
That's
property.
kind of hard to move.
That's really hard to move, especially with the lot lines being so tight here,
Yeah.
in downtown Fredericksburg. But she also had the roof line of the
hanging
property
over?
was encroaching in her quote unquote airspace.
Oh, no.
So basically, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can say, listen, you got to remove it. That's one thing, right? That's not a really good way to start off with your neighbor.
I don't. I don't like that tactic.
No,
Could you just square off, have a squaring off fight?
you
could.
You could.
I mean, why not?
but I mean, at that point, usually what you said was the word easement. You can grant an easement where they can use the property for that use. If they then go to let's say they're going to redo the AC units, then at that time they can then have to move the AC unit to another location. The roof line, they're probably not moving though. So that's an easement. The other thing is they can pay you for that space. So you could sell them the space that they're encroaching upon.
Huh.
So that's another option
But
too.
you're going to have to do something,
Yeah, well,
right?
you should do something.
Or that
gonna
lady's going to
say.
be on her like rust on a horse trough.
Well,
She's gonna
I
be-
think the issue would be is when you go to
Go to
resell
sell it. Yes.
you have to kind of justify that kind of
Yeah.
kind of easement in those things.
So deal with it now when you're buying it.
Yeah.
And there's definitely options.
Makes it easier in the future.
Yeah.
Very nice. Ginger Walker is here from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite. 899-1015 or 800-685-1015. Get those texts in with your questions. She will be happy to answer them for you. That is why she is here. You can reach her on the Topside Federal Credit Union hotlines. Right now, we're going to take a look at traffic. By the way, know the show's coming up next.
Ooh.
And we do have 2 tickets to a Fredericksburg Nationals game. So,
awesome.
stick
That's
around
awesome.
for that. Nikki, hello in the SkylineSolarVA.com Time Saver Traffic Center. Good morning. Tell your mammy. Good morning. It is 7:37. Ginger Walker from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite is in studio with us for Ask the Realtor. That's where you ask her a question and she answers it. See how that works? 899-1015 or 800-685-1015. That would be the Topside Federal Credit Union hotlines.
Look at you getting it all in there. Good
I know,
job.
I'm so
Good
proud of him.
job.
And he didn't spill his coffee or anything.
Yes.
I say and do this stuff in my sleep now.
It's
I
the
swear I
little
do.
victories that count.
I believe we have a question from Ava in
We
Fredericksburg.
We do. Can you move the mouse a little bit because it's covering up the thing? There you go. Okay. Let's see. My question is, my husband and I have a house which is in her name, so it's in Ava's name only, and they weren't married when they purchased it at that time. Oop, you got to flip back over.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You took the screen away. At that time, can he purchase another house under just his name, and then they have 2 properties, and can he have an FHA loan? There's more questions, but let's just start with that one.
Well, first, congratulations on getting married.
Yay!
And so house number 2, yes, if he can qualify for the house on his own and he's the only one on the loan, there shouldn't be a reason why he couldn't purchase a secondary property.
Okay.
The question's going to become, are you planning on moving into the secondary property, or are you planning on using that as rental income or an investment? Because that's going to then change maybe what the loan type would be,
Okay.
or what your interest rate might be. So those are just something to consider. But there shouldn't be a reason why, if he can qualify, he couldn't buy another property.
She also said, how many properties can you buy before you have to purchase as a rental property?
Well, you can only live as your primary residence in one, right?
Okay.
Well, technically, I guess my personal situation is we have 2 primary residences. My husband's working in Florida, and his primary legal residence is actually Florida. We bought a property there, and he's there for a couple of years. So could you do that too? Yes, but we're in 2 totally different states.
Yes.
If you're buying something down the road, are you each planning on living in different properties? So truly your second property is going to be your investment property, and each property thereon. So maybe after your primary, all of them are going to be rentals, would be my
true.
guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So one primary living
Correct.
quarters, one house,
Right.
and then the rest would be
subsequent
investments.
would be investments. But I will say, if you own a certain number of investments, then there are different requirements and things that you have to look at when you're considering the tenant themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So
Ava?
if you own 5 or more, I believe that's what it is.
Ava had some good questions.
Yeah, she did.
She does.
She's got
yeah.
a lot.
Great.
A lot of questions. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Is that all? Is that all we're doing from Ava?
Yes, we
Okay.
answered all of Ava's questions.
Ginger.
Yes, dear.
I need you to tell me what is going on with the Give Back team for 2023. What do y'all have going on? What's happening?
We're busy right now. So
Good.
taking the real estate piece out, which is really busy and what we love to do, from the giving back right now, we are already in the throes of the Stafford County back to school drive, which I cannot believe we're already there. I'm like,
Yes, right?
it's summer.
All the kids are covering their ears.
I know that.
But
la, 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 la.
They go back so early now, though.
Yes. So I think it's like August 8th or 9th.
Yes,
They go
yeah.
back. So right now we are accepting drop off, accepting whatever you'd like to drop off for back to school drive for Stafford County at our office. We're doing that for the next couple of weeks, and then right after that, we're going to go to clear the shelters, where
Yay!
we do this every
Yes.
year. I go in and pay for all the animals. We want everyone adopted at Stafford County Animal Shelter. Come visit us. I think that one's on, I don't know, the 20th, I want to say, of August. It'll be on our website.
Okay.
And then right after that, we roll into
Carathon. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
and fill Dr. Bear's closet
Yes.
for Children's National. So we've got a lot of great stuff going on, and I'm super excited about all of it.
You are
What's
busy.
so great is, I mean, just think about the things she's talking about. When you say what's going on with the Give Back team, she talks about it's not, you sell houses and you help buyers and sellers, but you give back to the community through so many different avenues, and that's just amazing.
That's what we're here to do. I mean, you got to pay it forward and pay it back, right?
Back to school drive, clear the shelters, and then Carathon.
Yep.
So what
Boom,
you're
boom, boom.
saying is you put some thought into that name, the Give Back team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We give back. We don't just give back financially, but we give back with our time and our love.
And
You
it's not just
ladies.
thought, it's follow through.
Right.
It's not just a name. She actually lives up to the name Give Back Team.
Yes, she does.
Well, thank you.
And she
try.
lets me drive her Tesla from time to
Oh
time.
my goodness.
Not today, because
Not today?
I saw the sheriff's department out there. And as soon as I saw him before I came in here, I was like, "Oh, Jeremy
I
cannot
let
drive
you
the
in?
Tesla today."
Are
I'll
you
let
gonna
you
tell
in
her?
on a little
Are you gonna
secret.
tell her?
I'll tell her.
Can we?
That's a dummy vehicle.
I knew you were going to say that. I had a feeling, but I saw
But
it
it
as I
still
was coming here.
scares you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you slow down.
It's been sitting there for 2 or 3 days
Okay.
now. Trust me, I scope it out.
we just totally outed them, though.
I know. They're like, well, now
On
we
the
have
radio.
to move it.
Okay,
Let's
thanks,
take that
Jeremy.
You heard nothing here.
Yeah.
It is 7:43, my friends, and it is time for Jeremy Gray's show.
Yeah, she was great.
That's the kind of
was.
energy we need.
And
right
she's
there.
a first time winner. So,
Hey.
yay.
Oh, that's awesome.
even better.
Awesome. Take care of that back. Ginger Walker is in studio with us from the Give Back team of Coldwell Banker Elite. Ginger, first of all, thank you for being here.
Of course.
Why don't you do us a favor and tell us a little bit about your team? They're awesome. They're awesome people.
Well, we've actually just added a new licensed agent to the team. Her name is Christine.
All right.
And she was from North Carolina. That's where she sold real estate,
cool.
military spouse. So very excited for her to
Okay.
join us. And she was actually a client of ours, too.
Isn't that
that's
cool?
Isn't
nice.
that cool? They actually moved from California here, but she had sold in North Carolina. So Christine is new to the team. Chardonnay, our assistant, you've met her before. She just sat for her real estate license
Hey.
and passed, which is
Wow.
awesome.
That's
Wonderful.
a hard test.
That is a hard test, and she passed it first time. So
Oh, my goodness.
very, very
That's
proud
impressive.
of her. You all know Lindsay.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Lindsay.
Yes, I know Lindsay. I know Lindsay. I messed her
Lindsay.
name up last
I know
time.
you did.
Yeah, you
Lindsay.
did. Lindsay. And then we've got Melissa.
Yay,
so,
Melissa.
And then we've also got Julie. So we've got all female team.
There you
Like
go.
I got a lot of ladies on my team.
Girl
fan.
bosses. I
Girl
like
bosses,
it.
That's right. But I work with one of my best friends, Melissa. So Melissa's on vacation, sitting at the beach right now, getting a little R&R, ready to rock and roll when she gets back next week.
Oh, good for her.
That's
Yeah.
what we're going to use for Monday's Know the Show. Ginger works with her best friend, Melissa. That's your Ginger fact. She
I love
gets to
it.
work with her best friend, Melissa. So remember that for Monday morning. Melissa. Ginger's best friend, Melissa. Her best friend, Melissa. I'm trying to make sure you got it in your noggin. All right.
Because the weekend is long.
It's It long.
You know,
You
write
know.
it down.
Write it down. I call her Mel, so you can even call her Mel.
Yeah,
There you go.
Mel,
Yeah, there
Mel,
you go.
Melissa, best friend. Either one will work. So, Ginger, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. website, givebackteam.com, right?
That's it.
Wonderful. We'll see you next time, and make sure you bring the Tesla.
I have the Tesla.
Don't let that cop car scare you out there.
Listen, Pinky G comes every time.
All right. What are you driving today, by the way? A lawnmower?
Well, a lawnmower.
What's
what
out? What are you?
No,
doing?
she's
Pinky
driving
G,
the Tesla.
the Tesla.
Oh,
Pinky G.
I thought you were not. Okay.
No,
Oh,
she's
no,
just
no,
not
I-
going to let you drive it because
I'm not
of
letting
the
you
police
yeah.
car.
I don't want to. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rules are meant to be broken. Ginger. Nikki is in the SkylineSolarVA.com Time Saver Traffic Center. Good morning. Well, that was a lot of fun. Ginger, thank you so much for being here. As usual, it's always good to see you.
It was awesome. Thanks.
And
How much bread did we eat?
we still have zucchini bread. You want some?
Come on over. And anyway, we'll see you next month on the Ask the Realtor segment on the
Jeremy Gray Show, B101.5, baby.
Great job.